All right, I wanted to put this out here real quick, and I need to hurry before it gets dark because the sun is going down. But there was something that I did, but I didn't put it out. And what it had to do was with the hypnotic rhythm and counting, aligning blessings. So let's say you make a prayer to do something and you try to do it and you end up getting an answer to your prayer, but you're being checked on it. All right, so let's say you tried to do it but you fell short. That was the answer to your prayer, and then it happened again, like in a different way, a different level of consciousness, and he'll answer your prayer again until you have it. And the amount of times that moment reoccurred is, and I did put this out here actually, the amount of times, how many times it occurred depends on what it was, what it took you to get there, and or somewhere along those lines, like literally. So if it took you twice, 2 times, that means that you tried to do it, but likelihood that you didn't and that you never got it. If it was 3 times, that's pleasing to Jehovah, to God. And then if you keep going, then that next time. So once you get the message, first you get the reminder. First you pray, then you get the reminder. And then after you get the reminder, you do it again and you try to be successful. And if you are successful, then your 4th time of that same moment that is connected to that, it could be something that, whatever it is that you prayed for, but it could be connected to something that happened at the time. So it could be a deeper connection. And when you get it that way, you get it. And when you get it and you really got whatever it is, it answers the prayer in its completion if you felt along, like you paid attention. If you didn't pay attention, then it may keep going. As far as hitting a 5, and that means that, okay, it's a big change. That means that we're starting a new revolution of that moment, and that means it might be harder at that time. It may be, or it may be in a way that you're going to get something big to help you understand. That means it's like, okay, he's not getting it. Boom, I'm going to make sure you get this. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't get it by a certain time, he may stop. We're talking about 6 having balance, all right? It's 2 3s. That's exactly what 6 is. It's 2 times 3. So you're having a 3 and another 3. Those mirrored ones is like having a 6 or a 3 and a 3. A 3 and a 3 means pleasure, and what's the other side? Means get your stuff together, right? Or heaviness. So that 6 is having a balance of what it is that you're supposed to do within yourself to gain that 3rd level up. There's a 1, and then there's a 2 on either side, then there's a 3 on either side. So by the time you hit 6, then you're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? This is balanced. You know what I mean? Balanced and understanding and harmony. You know what I mean? And getting whatever the 2 are. But that means that you would have to balance those things out in yourself, or that you had gotten it. It could be different reasons. Then you have 7. So then if you hit 6, you probably will hit 7. And on your 7th, that means that you have to know. All will have to know that God was the one who got you there. And that is the facts. have to stop on that one. It was just what it is. Because that is special. It is the truth. So that is what it is. I know it makes you want to just stop, you know, but there are more that go into, you know, 8 being a balancing of the completion. That means of all of who you are internally and externally. That brings abundance, completeness. It brings abundance. That's what it does. A completeness on the inside and on the out. And then 9 is your master number. It's a metaphysical number, which is for real. It is. It does mean a level of ending and beginning. Then you got 10. You know, because that one goes in deep. It's like I'm almost scared about that 9, because that 9 is serious. That 9 is like, you know what I mean? This is the beginning and ends of cycles. It's divisible by 3. That means you got 3, 3, 3. All right. If you look at 3, 3, 3, that is what 9 is. So that is the beginning and the end of that cycle, and putting you into something else at that time, and that's what 9 means. All right. So then you got 10. 10 is your earthly. So that's something big happening, and something big happening again, because that's a new beginning of a new cycle, and it's a big moment that actually would end the last moment in the last chapter. And that's what 10 is, but you're not looking deeper. And then if you're not looking deeper, it puts you to 1. Back to 1 and 1, which means you didn't listen, but you did. And that means it's 2 1s. That is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, but it's a new beginning. All right, so now we're moving into another beginning at 1 1. And then 12, I mean, when Jesus lost an apostle, he was at 11. And 11 could not be where he was going to rest. He had to keep going. He had to keep going and get that 12th one to seal that number. You know, because 11 means you're incomplete, you know, in a more, you know, you're almost there, you're not there, and, you know, where he was trying to get to. So, long story short, you have 12, all right? That's what 11 was, and you have 12. So, with 12, you have a 1, all right, and a 2, all right? Now, 12 in itself is balanced on the earthly. That balance we spoke of twice. Plus, it's 3 in completion. So that means that you have the, you know, divine number, and it's complete. It's complete. That's 2 and 2. That's 1 and 1. You know what I mean? It's complete. It matches. All right. That means that you have full balance on the inside and the out, but then you have balance again further. Okay. That means there's more that meet that level of consciousness, spiritual consciousness. So that's a meeting of the two. And then who is the parent? Who is beyond? Is your spiritual arrangement. I mean, from heaven. So you're at 12 and in heaven. So that's a heavenly arrangement. All right. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So, you know, you have, you know, the one becomes the 2. All right. So, and the 1 and the 2 together is a 3, which is a whole nother mix of understandings. All these understandings mixed together.